Hello everyone. We're heading back to the final fight in Dark Visions. Was testing out teams, managed to get a new high score with a lightning based team. Barely. We went from 10.6 with the ice to 10.7 with lightning. But this is the team. Up first we have Cloud Strife, base form, 300 Dark Resist, and we have the Power to Challenge Fate. So this gives him a 180 Reaper Killer buff. And then in the shift, LB Focus. So we have 300 Reaper, 300 limit damage, and he still has 20 Dark. Esther in the base, at least 20 Dark, and LB Focus. $300 Reaper and limit damage for her. And her shift, and she starts in the shift. We have our 300 plus Dark Resist. The LB fill didn't matter all that much with how I was doing it, so main thing is starting the shift with the Dark Resist. Wilk base form is 300 plus Dark, and Titus's Garb to boost his limit because we're not stacking, or we don't really have time to stack. And then in the shift, it is LB Focus. $300 Reaper and limit damage there. And his Dark Resist in the shift doesn't matter. Sylvie is our Provoker with the hat and Reflect Ring. And we also have the accessory to give 150 Reaper Killer to 2B. And then her shift form still has Provoke. And we didn't use her for damage, so that doesn't really matter. Just Dark Resist and Provoke, really. Next up, Hero Die. In the base, 300 Dark Resist. Titus's Garb. And that's about it there. And then his shift is LB Focus. $300 Reaper and a limit damage there. And we do have at least 20 Dark Resist in his shift form. And then we have 2B in the base. Dark Resist really didn't matter, but she does have her 20. And LB Focus. 300 Reaper and limit there. And shift, and she does start in shift, so we have a 300% Dark Resist. Tyvis's Spirit. And then also the beginning of the end. This is just an easy way to dispel our party and get rid of the Imperil without having to do dual cast Dispel, Trick, or anything like that. And she does have 12 crystals per turn on LB Fill, just to make sure that we have her limit and she can still use Tyvis's Spirit. Alright, so that is the team, and now we'll show you the fight. Alright, 2B go first. Beginning of the end to dispel. Let's see, die. Can shift and we'll stack his limit. Cloud needs to fill his limit because EX1. Sylvie. Do defense, dark buff, and compassionate knight. Esther, go to the base, and triple impact, just fill her limit. And Wilk, let's shift and do your weapon skill. Alright, so for turn 2, die, we'll do triple Zapple. Esther is going to do base limit. Wilk needs to break. 2B is going to do shifted limit. And we'll see if we can get our chain in without killing this thing. Okay. There's the 100 chain, and we didn't kill it. We're doing good. Alright, Cloud, base limit. Get that Great Sword in peril. And now Sylvie, we can shift. So we're going to Lightning Magnus. I've got your back to refill Cloud, and then Clever for LB Fill to help 2B. Alright, so 2B is going to Tyvus' Spirits. For die, we need to fill limits. Yeah, we're going to boost his limits. And I guess we'll just waste the last cast because we don't need it. As far as Cloud goes, we're going to shift. Elemental Lightning, and then nothing personal. Esther, we're going to Magnus, Energizing, and True Storm. Wilk is going to go to the base. Let's see, we'll double Frenzied and Magnus with him. See, 2B should be fine without crystals anyway. And then Sylvie is going to do Shift and Limit. Alright, turn 4. Sylvie, go to the base. And let's do Better Reaper Killer on 2B. Cloud's going to do Shifted Limit. Esther does Base Limit. Wilk shifts for Shifted Limit. Die does his Shifted Limit. 2B goes to the base for Limit. Alright, let's see what kind of damage we get.
You can't escape the lightning. You got that?
$10.7. New high score, just barely, but we did beat the Ice team. Alright, let's see who did what. 3.1 out of Cloud, 2.0 out of Die, almost 3 out of 2B, 1.5 from Esther, 1.1 from Wilk, and Sylvie didn't really do damage. But not too bad overall. And that is the new high score. So we're going to end this video here. Hope everybody enjoyed.